Hello YouTube, hello Twitch. Welcome back, episode 35. Tonight we are doing some rocket melting and oxygen not included. Hey Chewy, what's up? Chewy, you're the first here tonight on Twitch. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Also, welcome Mandy, who followed off stream or in between streams. So thank you, Mandy, for the follow. Hey, what's up, Yarble? What's going on, Yarble? Welcome to the stream. Haven't seen you before. Welcome, welcome. Hey, what's up, Dwayne? What's going on? Welcome. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. So tonight we are doing rocket melting. First, before we get to that, I am going to save before I start this. So trying to melt is what we're calling it. Have not melted a rocket before, so this is going to be a little bit new. We'll see if we are successful, or if the chat and myself are will be successful. But while we wait for people to go up here, and the stream just started, so let's do some blueprints. How are you guys doing tonight? Dwayne, Yarble, and Chewy. Nice, the Gamma Valor jacket, cool. Basic shoes and basically the same socks. And Magma checkers, I think I got that one. Cycle 3500. Holy smokes, Dwayne. That's awesome. Is your computer overheated yet, or how's your computer holding up at cycle 3500? That's wild. My computer's been struggling lately on just not even 1500 yet. I've been meaning to install the new CPU. Hopefully get that done tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. I really want to get that installed because it comes with a copy of Crimson Desert. So I think that comes out tomorrow, actually. That'd be fun to kind of try. Okay, so yeah, tonight's stream, not sponsored by Eska, but I do have my Eska tonight. So hopefully Eska is like, whoa, this guy's so cool. I want to sponsor them or him. And here's some free Eska for mentioning me every stream. Yeah, that's the goal. She's running. That's awesome. I would imagine that at a certain point you reach that like equilibrium where you have enough of your asteroid dug out and like put into proper a configuration where like you don't have all this garbage on the ground and all this liquid. It's all like condensed into one location, so there's less strain on the CPU perhaps. And then after you pass that point and you start building a lot of different buildings and whatnot and piping, it starts to slow down again. I don't think I'm ever going to get to that point because I'm sort of in between everything all the time. Playing with the same seed as you with a few tweaks, cool. How are you enjoying this seed? This is one of my favorite seeds I've ever played. Oh, I have this installed again. We're not going to use that tonight. I just forgot to disable it. That's doing that for the last video. How are you enjoying this seed? This has been one of my favorite seeds ever. Like, this has been a lot of fun. Mainly because of all the geysers. Like, there's so many geysers and vents to tame that I haven't even tamed all of them yet. And I don't think I'm ever going to. I have most of them finished. In fact, I kind of want to get this one done as well because this is so easy. I kind of just want to show off how easy this can be. So I would really like to get that done. Actually, let's go ahead and maybe do that today on top of the rocket melting. Look at that. I think I had this already built. I'm not sure where it went. I probably deleted it at some point for some reason. But anyways, we're going to rebuild it and see what happens. Hey, Mandy, what's up? Thank you for the follow in between streams, Mandy. I think that was on the 16th, my desktop thing said here. What is the seed info? I will show you. It is right there. If you want, if you want, I can. Well, actually, I'll copy it. I'll paste it in chat. But if you view on YouTube, I have my mod list and the seed info in the description. But I will paste it in chat so you guys can copy it. Thank you for the follow, Mindy. I really appreciate your support. And yeah, we're going to get all this stuff cleaned up. I have so much garbage lying around on this asteroid. So especially over here, what's going on here? So let's, I don't know. Can I not grab that? I don't know. Maybe it's, I have two. Oh, that's the mop command. Whoops. Yeah, let's get my duplicates working here. Now, if I go offline abruptly again, hey, what's up, Jay? Jay? No, it's John J. Yes, that's right. John J. Hola. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Yeah, if I go offline abruptly again, it's because my computer crashed. So I'm still, like I said, I'm still in between. I have the new CPU I want to install. That should really help the game out. It's a 9800X3D. So currently on a Ryzen 7 5600X3D, I think. So it should help it a lot running this game, especially since it's so CPU intensive. And I have now OBS. I'm now encoding also CPU encoding instead of GPU. So hopefully that kind of fixes the crashes that we've been having on stream. I'm not sure why. It started during a Windows update a couple of weeks ago. So just an FYI if I go offline. Mandy says, just started playing and have really enjoyed your vids. Awesome. Thank you so much, Mandy, for your kind feedback. Yeah, I just released the latest video I just released yesterday. I think really, really will help new players sort of get started and get an idea of what they should be aiming for, like very, very early in the game. There's a lot. So I had this big misconception for the longest time that like mid-game was the hardest portion of the game. But ever since I've been streaming, and I've been talking to you guys in the chat, a lot of you have told me that no, it's actually early game that's really hard because you're kind of directionless after a while. Like, you know, the game tells you what to do up here in the upper left-hand corner, but then, you know, you're kind of just doing things just to do them, and you're like, oh yeah, okay, I can dig, so I'll keep digging, and you're kind of directionless and whatnot. And then you end up in a position where you're out of LG, or you have too much heat, or your duplicates are all sick, or they have low morale, or whatever. So the last couple videos that I've put out, including the Over-Explained series, I think should really help guide new players like early on to get them set up. I really hope that they do. I know the last one today didn't, or yesterday's didn't quite hit the algorithm as good, but that's okay. I hope that people who do find it are able to get a lot of value out of it, because it's like the most basic concepts of the game, of how you can start your colony and what to aim for early on. So anyways, yeah, hopefully that's been helpful. Jay says, aren't computers really expensive now? Yes, they are. So I got a motherboard, which is the 9800X3D. It's actually a pretty decent price. That it's a $630 CPU. Sorry, I said motherboard earlier. I kind of jumped around there. It's a $630 CPU, and it is. Hold on, let me just empty all this. We're gonna empty everything here, since we're gonna melt this rocket. Just gonna disconnect that there. And that's probably on par for a CPU of that caliber. Like, so it's the best gaming CPU on the market right now, and that's kind of what I would expect to pay if I was building a top rig with that CPU. However, RAM is what's really expensive. The sticks of RAM that I got in this package were valued at like $600 and something, but I got them for like $350 if you include the discount, because I got the CPU, the motherboard, and the RAM all for $1,100. And the motherboard itself was like $300 or something. It's $300 with tax. It's Canadian. It's a 870. Yeah, it's an 870 something MSI. So and the RAM is a 6,000 megahertz CL30 32 gig dual channel. Yes, it's incredibly expensive, but the CPU and the motherboard have kind of stayed the same, more or less. It's just the memory that's incredibly bad. In fact, like I would have, there's just about 6 months ago, I would have expected to pay about $100, maybe $120 for that RAM, and now it's basically I got it for about $350 or so. But I needed to upgrade because I play this game on stream. I do a lot of recording on this stream, on this game, and it doesn't make sense to me to stay on the current CPU that I have. So, like, it just I'm bottlenecking myself because of OBS and the rendering and the video editing and all this stuff. So I had to upgrade the CPU. The GPU I'm going to keep for a couple of years. It's not bad. I'm going to be GPU bottleneck now, but that's okay. This game is very CPU intensive. Maybe when GTA 6 comes out on PC, I'll upgrade the GPU because I really want to play that at max settings. But yeah, other than that, it's should I? Okay, you know what? Since they're not really doing anything, okay, they already did something. I don't know why it's not, okay. So we're gonna melt this rocket. I don't know why they only did half. It's kind of weird. But yeah, let's just get everything cleaned out here, and then we'll take this out. Dwayne says, colonize 4 planets. Nice. Congrats, Dwayne. That is an awesome achievement. Chewy says, I have a cold. I streamed the Arx Felix today from 2002 today. I heard of that game. I can't remember off the top of my head exactly what it is, but I recall seeing that name before. I just have a bad memory with that kind of stuff, so... But that is I'm sorry to hear that you have a cold, Chewy. I hope that you feel better soon. I am also not feeling too well today. I'm not a cold. I'm just kind of feeling off or whatever. So it's one of those. I think I'm just tired. That's all. So, but it's not a cold like yourself. So I hope that you feel better soon. Jay says, yeah, GTA is going to be the big one for everyone. Yeah, definitely going to be playing GTA. I'm kind of I have mixed feelings about whether I want to play GTA on stream or not because. I really want. I think I might do kind of both. I think I might play it like on my own, and then I might stream, or I will make videos on it for sure. But it's not going to be like tutorial videos or whatever. 'Cause it's like GTA. You can't really do. It's not the same as Oni in that regard. But what I plan to do is, well, I don't want to really ruin it, but. I plan to do some interesting videos for GTA when it comes out on console. I have a capture card already. Yeah, it's my favorite series of all time. I would say GTA, Red Dead Redemption, God of War. I mean Oni. I'm not counting Oni. God of War, probably Civilization. Or those are my favorite games of all time, I think. I mean, if you're going back to the PS1 era, I mean, maybe I could probably name a few more because I very much enjoyed the PS1, PS2 era of games. But the trouble with that is I feel like those games have more of a value, like a nostalgic value, and they wouldn't really hold up fun factor wise as they do today. For me, I know some people are like really crazy for old games, but for me. Old game. Why are my duplicates taking so long to get here? Like for me, I tried playing old games before, and like for instance, Vice City. I tried playing Vice City before the definitive edition came out, and like just the stock 2002 Vice or 2003 whatever Vice City on PC, and the controls were just so bad. Like I just couldn't do it. It just didn't hold up as well as I had remembered, which was really unfortunate. But I did play the definitive edition. I had a lot of fun with that, even though it wasn't well received by the community. I thought it was amazing because it updated all the controls so they're more modern, and that was great. Hey, Sean, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hey, William, what's going on? Hello. Morning, we'll be lurking, still doing alchemy in the game. Nice. Thank you for the lurk. Enjoy your lurk. And yeah, we're doing rocket melting today, so I'm sure it'll be interesting. So I'm going by exactly what you told me, so it'll be interesting. We'll send you my save file, says Dwayne. Hopefully your PC won't die. No, it shouldn't. It should be okay. I loaded Kevin's save. I think last Friday, and it took maybe it's like a 1 or 2 minute load on my PC, and we did just fine. The mods are what really get me when it comes to the loading. For some reason, if you have a lot of mods, like it's hard for me to load. I don't know if maybe I don't have enough RAM or something. I don't know. I have 32 gigs, but it'll be fine. It's not like I don't have an old PC by any means. It's just I can't play this game at 1440p, 240 hertz, which is what my monitor is, and stream. So I don't want to have to like downgrade this. You know, I play off stream too, right? And I record in this quality, so I don't want to have to downgrade the quality just for when I'm streaming. I just want to keep everything the same, and I don't want to have to, I don't want to open OBS and turn on the stream and be like, oh shit, I forgot to turn down the quality so I can have a good stream, you know? I just want to be able to do it. Okay, we're using liquid hydrogen here, so I probably want to use insulated tiles. So let's see here. Subnautica. I really want to try Subnautica, but it falls into the same sort of category for gaming to me as Factorio and games that I just don't have time to learn. Like I honestly just don't have time because I do work full time outside of YouTube. I try to make one video a week, stream 3 times a week. I just don't have time for new games, unfortunately. Like when GTA comes out, I'm probably gonna have to put this on hold, for a bit, and just see what happens with that. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be on GTA like for a very long time when it comes out in November. Hopefully November. Fingers crossed. Am I right? Fingers crossed. I probably shouldn't build this tile just yet. Solid choices, says Yarble. I think so. I mean, I guess they're like the most popular, like not the most popular, but they're like the most, they're not out of left field choices, right? They're what you would expect, your typical average gamer. Like I don't consider myself particularly exceptional. I'm like the unexceptional gamer. I'm not really perfect at anything, but if there was something that if there's games that I like, it's definitely GTA series, Red Dead. Oh, and I forgot to mention Last of Us Part 1. Last of Us Part 2 I wasn't a fan of. I'm pretty sure everyone's played it by now, but Last of Us Part 2 I did not enjoy. Like I wanted to play as Joel for most, so spoiler alert, I wanted to play, so just if you haven't played Last of Us 2 and you plan to, and it's been like 4 years or whatever, just mute the stream for like the next 2 or 3 minutes while I go and ramble. I wanted to play as Joel for a concern. I knew what was going to happen. I think everyone knew, like, okay, this game, this is what's going to happen to Joel. But it seemed way too quick. I wanted to play as Joel for a very, very long time, and that did not happen. I was very disappointed, and I just quit. I just quit the game after like, I don't know, 5 hours, maybe 4 hours. I don't know how long I got it. Maybe it was like 2 hours. I don't know. I can't remember. I just did not enjoy it at all. And the ending was spoiled. So I tried not to view the ending, but I was just so pissed off at how the game started that I just looked up the ending and I was like, nope. The ending just makes it worse to me because the whole story of the game. And I apologize if you like Last of Us 2. I don't mean to say it's a bad game. It's just I didn't like it. So I don't mean to say it from that perspective. Oh, by the way, we need to get the liquid hydrogen here. But it's just the ending. It's like the whole game is revenge. And then once you get to the end, there's no revenge. Like, that's the whole game. The whole... Like, what are we doing? Like, there's... Your father figure was brutally murdered. Yeah, he wasn't, like, an idol. Or like a saint, and he had his faults, but at the same time, like you get that far, the whole purpose of the game is to get revenge for the death of Joel, and you don't even do it. It's like, what? That just pissed me off. I just quit playing when I looked up the ending. I love the story in number 1 so much, so it made it harder for me to like accept that that was how this one progressed, you know. But anyways, it is what it is, right? Hey, what's up, Tekatan, I think. Sorry, I forgot how to say your name, Tekatan. Welcome to the stream. You ask, does salt water evaporate around 30 degrees? Because I noticed it disappeared while making unlimited water supply. No, salt water does not evaporate at around 30. So if you go into the database here, if you go into salt water, salt water evaporates at 99 degrees. At that point, it makes steam and salt. So if it's evaporating, what could that be? Interesting. So you're trying to make an unlimited water supply and it's evaporating. Disappears. What's your setup like? Explain to me your setup and maybe I can, like, are you putting it into an infinite storage maybe? And maybe it's not disappearing, but it's accumulating, but you just don't notice. Maybe you accidentally made an infinite. I don't know. Like, I don't know what your skill level is in the games or your knowledge level. So if I'm off base, just let me know. But perhaps you've created a way to have an infinite storage supply of it and you just didn't notice. Like that could very well be the case. Because it's very easy to like accidentally make an Escher waterfall and not realize it. I mean, I've done that before, just pure coincidence, you know? So just wondering, maybe that's the case. Okay, let's fill this up. I guess, yeah, 200 is fine. Ani seems like a game. Hey, what's up, Vitaly? Ani seems like a game that would be fine below 200. Yes, it's definitely fine below 240, but my monitor is just set to that, so I just let it ride. But it's definitely fine. Like it hits nowhere near 240 on when I'm streaming. It's usually around 30. So you are 100% correct. In a way, this is my own. Oh, by the way, somebody asked what's rocket melting. Jay asked what's rocket melting. I was sort of getting to that, but I got distracted by The Last of Us. So rocket melting is we're going to break the. So people have been asking me to do rocket melting for a while, and it's this concept of breaking this wall, the steel structure in your rocket, so you can get outside, so you can get access to this space and use the whole area. Basically what we're trying to do here is, did I just make an insulated? Oh, I made an insulated pipe there. Okay, so basically what we want to do is, well, let's cancel that. is turn this liquid hydrogen back into boil it back into gas, which is very easy because it's so cold and everything here is so hot. If I didn't use insulated piping up here, it would have already done that. And then what that's going to do, like in theory, it's going to cause like heat damage to this one tile here. And then when you cause heat damage to this one tile, you will repair the pipe, and then the next time there's heat damage, it will bust. Oh, it will break this tile. So you're essentially melting the rocket because, it's just melting the rocket. So it's like technically freezing the rocket, but it's melting the rocket. That's what it's called. So anyways, that's what we're trying to do. And then the goal that we're accomplishing is getting access to this area to build the rocket. Like this is the whole rocket. Whatever we build around here goes with the rocket. So basically we can make a whole colony of this rocket. Now, yes, this is very exploity. I will definitely agree. However, since we are basically at the end of the game and, I've discovered most of the star map, I have not discovered the Terror, but, arguably, if I just continued to do exactly what I was doing, I would discover the Terror eventually and get there and blah, 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 and beat the game, right? So I felt like this was the perfect time to do this exploit because then I still feel like the playthrough is legitimate to the extent of, like, if I just kept going the way I was, I would still beat the game. I'm just going to do something that viewers have requested in order to make it a little bit more interesting. So that's what's happening. Okay, note to self: Ethan is bloodthirsty. Well, I mean, the whole point of Last of Us 2 was to avenge the death of. Again, sorry, I apologize if this is like news to you. So spoiler alert again, is to avenge the death of Joel, right? So I wanted to play as Joel for at least half the game. I thought for sure you'd play as Joel, and then you'd get the opportunity to be like, you know, get very attached to him or whatever. Maybe Ellie and Joel would have like, sort of bickering again, but then also a reunion of some sort, and then that's when he would somehow tragically die. That's not what happened. It's like the game just opens up and it's like, boom, Joel's dead. It's like, oh, okay, so I guess you're playing as Ellie the whole game, which is fine. I don't mind playing as Ellie. It's like you play as, you know, like Red Dead Redemption, the main characters, you eventually play as someone else. Again, you haven't played the main games. Spoiler alert again, just mute your mic. Or mute the headphones for the next 30 seconds. Arthur dies in number 2, and then you play as John Marston. And then in the first game, you play as John Marston. Oh, now we're breaking everything. The first game you play as John Marston, and then you die in that one. And then what's his name takes over? The kid. I forgot the kid's name. So it's like, you know, that's like you get attached to the character, and then they're right. So I wanted to play as Joel a little bit. Now we got to repair this. Actually, let's remove that. So repair this here. Hey, what's up, Foamy? Foamy says it's also possible to accidentally mass delete sometimes. So maybe that's what it is then. There it is. We just melted a tile. Woohoo! First ever tile I've melted in a rocket. So now, what I need to do is redirect this. I don't know why I have to put these blocks here, but I remember William showed me a video like months ago, and I had to put the blocks there. So I don't understand how this is working at all. I'm just following through the motions of let me just cut this. All right, so now we want to do the same thing here. Basically, from my understanding, we have to get up here and put a block here to like, it's kind of like, from my understanding, it's kind of like making a natural tile out of a manual airlock. That's kind of what my understanding is. So that's what we're doing. But we did one. Now I'm going to do this one and then get access to here, and then boom, we got open to the rest of the thing. Hey, what's up, Tim? Welcome to the stream. Tim says it's probably very tiny amounts of liquids by putting different liquids over it. That could be as well. It would be really interesting to see your setup. If you want to send your setup in, we could take a look at it. You can email me your setup, your save file, and I can check it out on stream if you want me to check it out. Okay, what's going on here? Why is this taking so long? Oh, because they can't get access to it. Right. So I have to delete this, and they should be able to just get up here and boom, like that. What's going on here, by the way? Something is entombed. Oh no. Oh no. What am I meeting? Yeah, this is not good. Things are about to break. Nothing critical though. It's just this thing. But okay, that's intact. All these are intact. Oh my goodness. Big problems. Big problems. I still don't have my RoboMiner set up. I should probably do that at some point. All right. Okay, so let's go back in here. Nemesis, what's going on? Hey, welcome to the stream. I'm on like 400 days, but I still can't. I don't have a rocket, but I really want to launch my first ever rocket. So I wanted to ask, what should I do first to launch my first ever rocket? Great question, Nemesis. So I have a video that will explain. I have 2 videos actually on how to get to space. Oh my goodness, I should probably shut this off. On how to get to space first. So entering your. By the way, are you on Spaced Out DLC or no? That's going to matter. But regardless of if you're on Spaced Out DLC or not, you have to build infrastructure to get to space because you have to protect yourself from meteors. So there's a little bit of like issues involved. You can't just rush to your first rocket. There's a lot going on. All right. So what I would do is I would watch my video on how to get to space. And then once you have done that, watch my second video on how to launch a rocket. It's a part 1 and part 2. Because it's both very, very important. So in the first video, I'll give you the TLDR. The first video, I talk about the importance of like how to dig up to space and some of the important things you want to consider while you're up there, and how to protect yourself from meteors, how to get the very basic infrastructure set up to even work in space. Because if you can't work in space, you can't launch a rocket. The second video is all about how to launch a CO2 rocket. A CO2 rocket, if you don't want to launch a CO2 rocket, building a different type of rocket is as simple as just swapping out the CO2 engine for a petroleum engine or whatever. The style of rocket doesn't really matter. What matters is how to actually launch it, what to build, and how to make it go. All right, so I would watch those 2 videos, and they give you a pretty decent TLDR on how to get there. And then if you still have questions, I am more than happy to help from those videos. Like if you have more specific questions, I am more than happy to help. I don't know why. Oh, you know what's going on here? It's probably algae that's turning to dirt. Because I'm like, I already dug this out. So how do I still have dirt here? But I'm pretty sure it's the algae. That's because when algae gets kind of hot, it turns into dirt, right? Yeah, 120. Oh yeah, oh for sure, that's what's happening. That's definitely what's happening. Tim says, Ethan, you can diagonally build instead of removing and replacing. Oh, thank you, Tim. Yes, I think I have caught on to that when I was in here. I was just a little bit yeah, so I have done that. Thank you, Tim, for that reminder. Sometimes I forget the very under those concepts, and I have to sort of remind myself how to get there. Okay, so let's get more liquid hydrogen, and then watch this one break. Let's see what happens. You just need to build diagonal blocks around the blocks you want to destroy. Gotcha. Okay, so this should work, I think, unless I did it wrong. If I did it wrong, if I did it in reverse, I can reload. I did a save just before, so we'll see. Fingers crossed that it works. Knock on wood. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to throw up like signs. Fingers crossed. I just did a fingers crossed. There. Something's breaking here too. I don't know if I want that to break, but I've never done this before, so we'll see how this goes. Let's get this rebuilt. Put that on 9, and then it should just. I think I may have done it in the wrong order. I think I should have done this one first. Maybe. I don't know. Like I said, it's my first time around. This is speaking of videos, says Vitaly, I totally yoinked your hatch range setup. Awesome. Thank you, Vitaly. I've gotten so many compliments on the hatch farm that I used, the vertical one. So I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Jay says, didn't want less of us spoils. What is rocket melting? Oh, sorry. Sorry. Gotcha. Thank you for muting though, because I did speak of it quite a bit. So rocket melting is we're basically just taking these files and deleting them. The way we're doing that is, again, it's my first time around. The way we're doing that is taking something like hydrogen, liquid hydrogen, and we're boiling it to the gaseous form inside of the pipe when it's here. So liquid hydrogen will end up in here. It will boil and it will cause damage to this pipe. Okay. When I damage the pipe, it sort of transfers that somehow with some weird game mechanic logic to the metal rocket tile. And then once I complete the process, the metal rocket tile gets deleted and like basically melted. And then we go about our day with the ability to get outside of the rocket. But it's not really outside of the rocket because all of this area here is the rocket. So now that if I can get this block destroyed, I can go all in here and start building this rocket, and I'm able to basically make a colony-sized rocket and have a lot of cool stuff in here. So yeah, sorry if you know what. Next time I'm going to put like a spoiler thing on the screen because that way you guys know when I'm done talking about it and to unmute. So I didn't want to ruin it for anybody, but I wasn't sure if people are still trying to get through it because the game is how old? I don't know how old it is. The first one's really good, so I would definitely play the first one. Okay, let's go team. Why are we not repairing this? It's granite. We have okay. Camille's coming. Thank you. Let's see here. You are missing one block to the left. Oh, is it this one? I can rebuild that. I mean, at this rate, Camille might already. There we go. So no pending deliveries. Hang on. What's not pending? Oh, we have a bunch of problems here. Oh no, we have problems here. I don't know how this got so full. How did this get so full? I guess that's okay. It's not a big deal. I just don't want things to start breaking. Something is going on here that's not supposed to happen. Let's fix this. Turn this off for now. As soon as we're done this, everything should just work. So something's entombed. We have all these problems. Yeah, this algae is just really killing I really have to set this stuff up here. This is just brutal. I'm gonna have to cool it as well, so that's kind of gonna be a problem. But yeah, I'm so tired of dealing with that. So let's put this here. I think I could probably put it. I could probably put it here, like this, and then we'll build. Yeah, we'll build mesh tiles. I think that's the best option here. Because then, if worst case scenario, this thing can still see. And then, I know this has to be cool, but at least for now, it'll work or whatever. So we'll bring some conductive panels up to it at some point. Maybe I can also, like, it doesn't get hot unless it's working. So yeah, I think I still have lots of time before it really starts cooling. Let's go in here. What's going on here now? We have lots of liquid hydrogen. This should be working soon. Turn this on. There we go. Now that will work. Space scanners. I should sweep all this up too. Yeah, I would say Last of Us 1 was probably one of my favorite PS3 games. And I haven't played the remaster yet on PC because I'm sort of scared of it not being as good as I remembered. It was like, to me, it was like the golden age of gaming. So I just have this weird thing with nostalgia where I remember games to be sometimes way better than they actually are. And then I'm scared that if I play them, it'll ruin my perception of that. Oh, yellow. Why? How did that just go on yellow alert? Oh, I'm missing a tile. Yeah, Tim just said. Let's build the tile. That's funny. I don't remember putting that on high alert. It should be on 9. And then this one will take off that, so we don't have extraordinarily amounts of heat damage. Now, as soon as this is done, let's get this one done, guys, and then we can Yep, now we can put in more liquid hydrogen, and then that should break. So here we go. With this should allow us access to space. Gonna take a sip of Esca. Okay, and this should be it. I don't know why it's starting over again. I think I may have messed it up. I'd watch you play Last of Us Part 1. Maybe I might play that. Like I said, I love the game. I'm usually not into like the horror themes. It's not really that scary, but it's intense, and it's like a psychological game where, you know, you're fighting the zombies or whatever, but then you're also fighting like humans, like kind of like it's almost like a much better version of any Walking Dead game ever made. That's kind of how I think of it, because I would love to play a Walking Dead style game, and that's kind of what The Last of Us is. Hey, what's up, Wacko? Hello, welcome. How are you doing, Wacko? I'm trying to melt the rock at this stream. So far it's so good. I got one tile open, and I'm trying to get the second tile open. Not having a whole lot of luck. Breathability. What do you mean breathability? My base is fine. Are we low on oxygen for some reason? No, if anything, you guys are going to get popped eardrums pretty soon. We have stress. Who's stressed out in this base? There's literally nothing going on. Okay, so this is now... Okay, so for some reason they can't... Is it because they can't reach it? Not sure why they can't repair it. I think it's because this is in the way. Let's move this over here. I like it for the story. Well, yes, it is fantastic. The story is fantastic, and I really like the ending as well. Like, again, I won't say any more spoilers, but I really enjoyed how that one ended. I know it's maybe not like it was the perfect wrap. Like what they should have done with Last of Us Part 2 is not had it tied to the first story at all. Could have been complete, like maybe you could have had like similar characters. It should have been like the same universe, maybe different characters, maybe characters that you barely met in the first game or that were introduced in the second game. It should have been like one of those, and then it should have had its own like heartwarming and sadness and, you know, anger all mixed up into one game situation. It shouldn't have played off anything that previously happened. I don't know. That's just kind of how I feel like it just worked. It would have worked a lot better. Wacko says, I'm just tired. I'm just out of college, pretty tired. How's college going for you, by the way? Do you guys get March break in college? I don't know how it works where you are. Like right now, everyone's on break here in Canada and the US for a week. Everyone's like gone down south because it's nice weather, and Canada has horrible weather. not horrible weather, but it's just... All right, why isn't that going? Like, oh, because this is still not repaired. Whoops. Okay, that's my bad. That's my bad. That's my bad. I stopped playing Last of Us 1 when I got to winter. I don't remember why though. I can't remember the winter part. I get it in 2 weeks. Nice. I'm sure you're looking forward to that. It'll definitely be a good way to like refresh and recharge and then get back at it. Yeah, I don't recall. Okay, I think I do recall what happens in winter. I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody, but I think so I think winter was probably one of the most intense and scary parts of that game. That was amazing, I think. Okay, maybe I have to destroy this. Let's take this off. Destroy that, then we can repair it. I think that's the problem. It's going good, just too many numbers. Yeah, that's exhausting. Well, I hope that you enjoy your break in 2 weeks, Wacko. Myself in the camera a little bit. All right, come on, guys. The bridge. Let's repair this, please. Takes forever sometimes for these guys to prepare anything. We have... Yeah, diamond, that's a really cool color. Okay, is it repaired? Yes. Now one more brick, and then here we go. So wait a minute, this is not going to work. The rocket wall is not super cold. I think I might have done this the wrong way. I may have to go back and do it. Have you ever tried Path of Exile? No, I have not. I heard really good things about Path of Exile, but I have not tried it. Again, it's just one of those games that I just don't, unfortunately, I just don't have time to play. I wish I did. Like, honestly, I would love to play Factorio. I would love to try Path of Exile. I'm not sure if I would like Path of Exile like long term, because yeah, see, it's supposed to be super cold. So we'll try again. If it doesn't work this time, then I'm just going to reload. And then I think I might have done the wrong one first. I think I should have done this. I think I should have broken this one first. Maybe. Maybe it was supposed to be that one. Okay, so this is what's supposed to happen here is it's supposed to dramatically change temperature. So it's kind of funny because it does the opposite. Oh, there it goes. There it is. Okay, so it did it. Cool. So it's like the opposite of melting. It's supposed to like freeze to death or something. Okay, so now we are outside the rocket. Woohoo. Okay, if there's a mod for this, I think from here on, I'm going to like do the mod because I'm not doing that for the whole rocket. That's gonna take like this took me an hour. So I'm gonna go outside. I can build what I need to build, and then from there I'll leave this intact or whatever. Have you finished all the Steam achievements on Ani? No, I have not. I have 2 left: GMO and the 10 artifacts from Worlds of Space. No, I have not. I'm not sure which ones I'm missing. I'm missing quite a few. I think I'm missing at least 10. I'm not so much of an achievement hunter. You may be surprised to hear that, or you may not. I really enjoy like there's even my favorite games ever, like Red Dead Redemption and GTA. I've never been too much of an achievement hunter, I'm sorry to say. Now, that's not to say that I wouldn't want to do it for Ani, because since I do streams of Ani, I want to like do some things that the viewers request or whatever, right? So I might do rocket melting at some point. Oh, sorry, achievement hunting at some point, but it's currently not on my radar to do. Yes, Jay. This is an exploit to get more room of the rocket. Exactly. So again, let me just reiterate, like maybe just in case you guys had me muted earlier from the spoilers, the reason I'm doing this now is because I've essentially, if I just kept going and doing the status quo, I would have basically beaten the game as it is. Like I've explored the outer rim of the star map. I have not discovered the terror. I assume it's somewhere over here. So it's probably obviously it's somewhere over here. Like it's not on this side. So as far as the status quo goes, I would have probably beaten the game using the hydrogen rocket as is. It works fine. It's great. Whatever. So the reason I decided to do the rocket melting at this point is because I'm not trying to show that I need to use the rocket melting to beat the game. If anyone's like watching this as like how to do it, how to beat the game, I'm just showing it because this is has been a viewer requested thing that I've been meaning to do for since basically the last playthrough that I've done. So now we can come outside the rocket and make it really big and do whatever we want in it. And most people, they destroy this part of the rocket as well, and they make it super big and it looks fantastic. I'm not going to do all that, I don't think, unless Someone said there is a mod. So Tim says there's a mod that gives you 4 or 5 different rocket sizes interiors. So I may just get that because it'll just expedite the process and instead of doing this for every single thing. But for now, I just want to get outside and maybe start building some stuff. I have about an hour left in the stream, so I have plenty of time to do something with this rocket. But ideally, what I would love to do is just have an infinite storage for oxygen. Like, that's literally all I want rocket melting for, is to have an infinite storage for oxygen, so then I don't have to keep doing this canister method, and I can go on very long duration missions with my duplicants. We're getting cold damage here as well. Go on very long duration missions with my duplicants, and then not have to worry about them running out of oxygen. That's all. So anyways, since this is done, and like I said, we are basically accomplished the goal here that I wanted, I'm going to destroy this, get everything set back up, and just have an infinite area for oxygen. That's kind of the goal. That's it. So despite the fact of how often I preach to have things neat and tidy and oni and symmetrical, and you guys know I'm sure you guys have seen before where I will do things over and over again. Just like, for instance, my liquid locks. All of my liquid locks have to have 3, 2, 1, 2, 3 tiles. All of them. I love that symmetry. So you may be wondering, like, okay, well, why don't you make your rocket look nice instead of this this nonsense? Well, I don't know. This is how my brain works. Sometimes I like to be very particular and OCD. Sometimes I'm just like, yeah, this is a way to get out. I can accommodate myself with just this situation. So in this case, for now, for this stream, I'm just going to use this to accommodate the rest of the progress. Between streams, I might go get the mod. The mod might be very helpful in, like Tim said, getting the mod so I can have a custom rocket interior. I think that might be the game plan that I want to go to. So just gonna open these up like that, and then get some water in here for this thing again. Jay says, we'll send you an updated file. I played a bit. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, Friday night, we will be doing the viewer segment again. So I will take a look Friday night. William says, wait, what? You already have the method to store large amounts of oxygen inside the rocket. Yeah, you're right. I do, William. But I want to make, I think maybe it was you or somebody sent me a file before where they had like just a room. Like, okay, so this is what I want to do. I want to have maybe a spam in here or like a Hydra setup. Not sure if that was your playthrough or not. But I also want to have a room with an infinite storage that the bionic duplicants can go and retrieve oxygen from without me having to constantly leave these canister fillers and without having to use my limited amount of space to put this inside of like water. That's it. So that's the main goal of this stream. Like over the course of other streams, I may expand this rocket interior to, make it look like a full-sized one. But just for the time, just because I only have an hour left of the stream, Wednesdays I only stream for 2 hours, I wanted to just do another rocket mission with the limited amount of time that I had. Wacko says someone has an infinite oxygen storage inside the rocket. Yeah, someone sent me a Hydra inside of a rocket. There's some really cool builds. Like, let me show you maybe. I have a blueprint of it. So Ruzel, okay, it was Ruzel Doozle, I think. Yeah, there it is. So this is Ruzel Doozle's rocket interior. So I'll just put this down here. Kind of hard to see, but there's a whole telescope. There's an aqua tuner, the gunk extractor. So this is like a washroom. There's a bottle filler here, water sieve. Makes his own atmo suits in the rocket. A soldering station. It's basically a whole colony inside the friggin' rocket. And it's pretty epic. Here's an infinite storage for water or something. Here's another infinite storage. There's hydrogen generators. Maybe this is not the one with the Hydra, but nonetheless, I mean, it's pretty impressive, right? So that's kind of what I want to do. Maybe it's here. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyways, I'm just kind of showing how impressive these things can be. Oh, please don't freeze. Please don't freeze. Please don't freeze. Oh, okay. Thank goodness. my CPU's like dying. Like, please update me. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Like, again, it's not something that's required. You absolutely do not have to. Oops, things are getting too cold here. You absolutely do not have to melt the rocket in order to beat the game, but it's pretty cool. So this is why on the first playthrough we didn't melt it. This time I did melt it. So anyways, let's keep going because there's a lot of rads here as well. So I probably want to take care of the rads. Maybe want to insulate it as well. I think insulating it would be a good idea. I'm not going to go right to the edge because I don't like my rockets disappearing. I think it would be more elegant to not go to the edge. So I'm going to go maybe to here. I don't know. Do I need to? No, it's in space. I don't have to insulate it. I can use whatever I want. Let's use metal gold then. And then we'll start here. That's 3 tiles in. 1, 2, 3. See, again, this is one of those things where I draw an arbitrary line of where do I start? No, let's go one more. Where do I start with my construction? Sometimes I like to go very particular. Sometimes I do not. This is the time where I'm going very particular. 1, 2 tiles from the edge, 2 tiles from the edge, and 2 tiles from the edge. Okay, and then we'll do ladders up here. So I don't need all these ladders. I'll delete some of them in a second. Just need every other one basically. I don't know if that's any faster, but it's all right. That's what we're going to do. And then we're going to come down like this. Whatever. I messed that up. It's going to all be deleted. Well, you know what? Whatever. Let's just go like that. It's going to all be deleted anyway. Boom. There we go. Tim says the one I've tried is rocketry expanded by. Oh, I've heard of that one. I think Kevin uses that one. But if others know one that will destroy the walls, let me know. I mean, in a regular rocket, not melting. Has someone made an? Oh, yeah, I think so. It's. I think it would be very much possible because you don't have to have a lot of. Like, for example, if you want to have an infinite storage, you can make this whole module an infinite storage, right? All you have to do, Wacko, is basically have your gas vent like this in a room. Like, this room can be infinitely big, right? All you're doing is you're putting a small amount of liquid over the gas vent and making sure that it gets trapped in that area so that this tile is occupied by crude oil instead of natural gas. So this allows the natural gas to keep pumping indefinitely. That's why that's why the storage chamber has. Okay, well, this is not the best example because I've already used a lot of natural gas from here. But this storage chamber has. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that is a lot. Never mind. It has 3,600 kilograms of natural gas. Just because I have the crude oil on top of it, and that'll just keep coming. Like, there's no stopping it there. So you could do the same thing for a rocket. All you have to do is put a gas vent inside and some small amounts of liquid, and then just keep pumping oxygen. Not a problem at all. But I want to make a dedicated like Hydra, and I think that'd be cool. And then I have power. I don't have to have the battery on the outside. I'm gonna have power. I mean, I still might have the battery. No, I don't need the battery. I might have. I don't know. We'll see. I want to have power, oxygen, and yeah, that'll be a lot of fun, I think. And of course, this will help with some radiation, I think. How much radiation blocking? So we went from 250 to 118 or 180. Then we'll put some plastic or something there. Just pour liquid oxygen in the rocket. Yeah, I could totally do that. But no, I want to do rocket melting because that's the whole point. I want to make a nice big rocket and send it on missions. That'll be really cool. Did you update the drivers? Yeah, all my drivers are updated. But it's just the CPU's sort of outdated now for what I'm trying to do. Like, so I'm playing this game on an absurd resolution and frequency that I don't have to play it at. So it's at 240 hertz at 1440p, high quality. Then I'm also streaming on OBS. Currently using CPU encoding because GPU has been giving me some issues. And I'm also running a camera, so a 1080p camera. So there's a lot going on, and I think I'm just being bottlenecked. Like right now, I'm getting probably less than 30 frames per second on this game, easily less than 30. So yeah, there's no reason to run it at 240. That's just the default for my computer, because that's what my monitor is. So, like I said, I don't want to be going back and forth between having to cap it at like 60 just to play just when I stream, and then have to remember to uncap it when I go back to using it regular. I just want everything to just always work at max. So when I eventually install the new CPU, I'll be bottlenecked by my GPU, but I'm okay with that because I'm not playing GPU intensive games at the moment. And the games that I do have are not like they're built for the GPU that I have. I have the 6800 XT. So it's a couple of years old now, but it was a flagship GPU at some point. It's definitely no slouch. The moment he gave up on the lie. Yeah. I know, right? Again, that's what I mean. Sometimes I'm like very particular and I'm just like, you know what? Just screw this. It's not worth it. I mean, I still have time to save it. I guess I'm not doing anything else that's bettering my time, so. I don't even know if this saves anything, to be honest. I honestly have no idea. I think it's... I mean, it saves delivery and building, but like maybe 5 seconds, right? Like how much am I actually saving there? Is it worth it? I don't know. I don't think so. It's one of those like... It's one of those like speedrunning things where if you're trying to speedrun the game, yes, that really matters, right? But if you're just playing at the speed that I'm playing at, look, I'm almost at cycle 1500, and I have yet to settle other planets, right? I haven't even dug this one out fully yet. So it's just one of those things. Like, is it worth it for the 5 seconds? I don't know. Okay, let's go ahead and build these guys up so I can get that one. Just in case someone's not busy here, they can do this for me. Also, how am I going to get to that? It's free construction training. Yeah, it is, I guess, Foamy. You are right. I wonder if my duplicants are all maxed out. I've had the same duplicants, except for Gizmo, Rip Gizmo. Yes, like the game is just so... I'm not even getting... There's no way I'm even getting 30 frames. So anyways, I should hopefully I have the CPU installed by Friday stream, because Crimson Desert is supposed to come out and I kind of want to try it, and it was free with the GPU, so I really hope that I get that figured out. I mean, it's really just being tired after work that causes me to procrastinate. Like sometimes I have a nap when I come home because I'm just so sleepy. So when that kind of stuff is happening, I'm just like, I'm not gonna do the CPU today. I'm gonna wait till the weekend, and then the weekend comes and I get busy with other things. Work suck. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Uther? Welcome. Work does suck. One day when I win the lottery, I will give each. You guys can hold me to this. I will give each of you in the stream right now. Well, I don't want to say, because I might win the lottery and it's only 100K. So I will give you guys 1% of whatever I win. We can hopefully, and then I don't know. Maybe, hopefully I win at some point, and then I don't have to go to work. It's on the VOD now. It's on the VOD. So if I win 30 mil in Canada, it only goes up to like 50 mil. But everyone type in the stream right now. You guys will split the 1%. Hopefully I win 100, and then I can split 1 million among everyone here. You'll know when I win, because all of a sudden I won't be here for a month. I'll be all across Europe, and then I'll come back and I'll be like, yeah, I just went on vacation all across. Hopefully if I win the lottery, I still hope I can afford plane tickets with how much fuel costs are going up. You're gonna need to win the lottery to fly anywhere pretty soon. No, but it's kind of funny though. I don't gamble, right? The only type of gambling that I do is I have lottery tickets. I have lottery tickets on auto purchase every single week, and I've had that for over 10 years. So I pay $5 a week for lottery tickets, and since probably 2013, I've had that going. Probably 2013. That's the only gambling that I do. So if anyone wants to figure that out, that's how much I've spent on lottery. And there's and sometimes like Ontario has like the OLG lotto gets to the max. I think it's like 70 million is the max or whatever, and then it goes into 1 million individual wins after that. So one person will win the big jackpot, and then there's chances for other people to win smaller jackpots, like of 1 million. So when that happens, sometimes there's like a 70 million jackpot, and then like a 50 times 1 million. So 50 people can win 1 million. That's when I go hard. That's when I go like $50 minimum lottery tickets, like, you know, maximize my chances of winning. Because hey, 1 million, I can pay off my house. I can buy a car. I can, you know, I can do a lot with 1 million. I can invest. I can invest in dividend stocks, and I can live off that. Like if I had 500K right now to put into investments, I would 100% put it in dividend stocks. And just in Ontario, if your only income source is dividends, you only have to pay 15% on tax, and that would be amazing. So 5% on, I would just live off like 50. I honestly would just live off 50K a year, or whatever that is. Whatever I would make. I'm very frugal, so I could totally make it work. I would just stream all day. I would just do YouTube, and I would pay off my house, my car, and then the rest in dividends. That's it. Yes, it is. A 15% is only if your only income source is dividends. That's it. Then you pay only 15% in Ontario. Like Markiplier, is that what he does? I don't know anything about Markiplier, but if that's what he does, like, hell yeah, good for him. Good for him. Hey Kevin, what's going on? Hello. YouTube didn't start playing for me. I hope I started on the right. Did I start on the right? I think I started on the right thingamabob. The thing where if you hold the stream like as you're waiting for it, it's supposed to start on. I think it did that. Sometimes I mess it up, so I apologize if I did, but I'm glad that you're here now, Kevin. How are you doing tonight? William says, if your parents died and leave you a huge sum, does that count as lottery? No, it has to be the lottery, the actual lottery. Unfortunately. Promises. Kevin says he's already been ruined by the money. He hasn't even said hello back. Sorry, Kevin, just making my way down. Yeah. I can only dream, right? We can all dream of winning the lottery one day. I've thought about this extensively, as you can probably already tell. Can I move this door? Like, is that a thing? Or do I need rocketry expanded or something? Need more plastic? Plastic's coming. I have plenty of plastic. I think. Yeah, I have 70 tons. We're good. Yeah, I've done... you know what I should have been doing, actually, is sending this mission somewhere. My bad. I should have been sending these people. Why is there no... Oh, because I deleted it. Right. I deleted. I have 700 kilograms here. I need more. I've been just too distracted with the fun stuff in the other rocket, so... Yes, this one, I have to delete the telescope and reconstruct it somewhere more appropriate, because this is the one, if you guys remember, that I messed up on, and I didn't have a telescope, and I sent Sunyar across the star map with no telescope to explore the surrounding area, and I was just like, I couldn't believe that I did that. Luckily, I had enough stuff in here to deconstruct that I could build a telescope and build power to it. Hey, don't leave! Where are you going? Bro, you're almost done. Finish it. Why did he just leave? You're almost done. No, don't. Stop leaving. You can just finish it. You're like this far. Oh my god. Like, please. Yes, thank you. Holy. Okay, let's put this here. Let's remove some of these aeropods. They don't need all this decor. I don't think. Decor is overrated. They can survive. Let me put this back. Boom, right like that. I'm gonna try to fit the telescope in there. So put this thing in there, and then take this out. Put the telescope back here, so I have to build this. Oh my goodness. Build it here. And then I think we'll put this here. So we have rad pills, we have this, we have 50 units, we have lots of rad pills, 13 units of gear bomb, so we're good. Kevin says, oh my god, he is keeping the rocket melting promise finally. Yes, I did it. I did it, Kevin. Look at that. Boom, there's the rocket melted. I try to always fulfill the promises. Like, I try not to let you guys down too much. Did you remember to rebuild all the things that you destroyed? Not yet. I have not remembered or have done so. It might have been downtime, Jay. One storage tile and a canister filler. Yeah, that's what I'm. Hopefully that's all I destroyed. Are you going to make a plastic tile box? A plastic tile. What is that? What is a plastic tile box? Sorry, Jay. Sometimes I am. Sometimes my brain, like, I have like a brain fart. I have no idea what that might mean. Plastic tile box. You mean like the whole plastic? You mean plastic all around? Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean, I think. You mean like plastic all around? If that's what you mean, no. This is only for radiation protection because there's a lot of rads coming in here. So this is only 58 rads now. And then above here, it's 250. Sorry about that. Yeah, sometimes it takes me a second. I'm just like that. So if I ever like look at the camera, I'm like, what's he talking about? It's usually me like processing the information. I'm perfectly comfortable making fun of myself and admitting that I have to sometimes reread. So it is what it is. Sometimes it happens. Okay, let's fill the rocket up here. This is pretty much empty now, so fill these guys up. We escaped the prison. Yeah, congrats. Congrats, everyone. Thought it would be rats coming in from all around. Just the top. Just the top. So remember, everything that's not getting put into these storage facilities will eventually go overboard. So I don't really care if I have too much oxygen and hydrogen going in, because first of all, I'm making an infinite amount anyways, so it's not like I'm hurting for it. But second of all, it's also being used for very, very scuffed cooling around the rocket. Speaking of which, I should probably sweep all this up, because this is going to cause some problems, I think. I don't end up sweeping that up. Things are going to get too hot and start melting, and it's not going to be fun. Like, algae will get hot and turn into dirt. It's just... I have to put a sweepy dock here is basically the answer to all my life problems. Mop, yeah. Mop doesn't really matter, because this water will turn back into steam as soon as this thing launches. Like, this thing produces steam, so I will never get rid of all the water here. As much as I would like to, it's fine. I mean, yes, I should have built the rocket starting here, which, you know, in hindsight's 2020, yes, that would have been the more appropriate solution. But I wanted my rocket to be on top of my industrial brick, so I capture all the heat into this area that's being produced by the rocket before it takes off the pad. And it just it didn't end up working optimally, but it works well enough. So see, this is what's happening here. It's just the liquid hydrogen is just being dumped into this area here, which is going to cool everything down. So when the rocket launches, it'll provide a little bit of heat buffer. That's all. That's all. It's really not that big of a deal, because I have so much hydrogen anyways that I don't really mind. If you're more like min-maxing your playstyle, obviously don't copy this. Like, I don't min-max a lot, so you don't have to copy anything. Yeah, let's get a sweepy set up. The sweepy might get fried a little bit, but that's really what we need here. Put a sweepy guy right here, right on top, right below the hydrogen vent, so it can be cooled actively. Was the degree of scuffness meticulously calculated? There was. I can assure you that there was absolutely zero calculation involved in the amount of scuffness that I'm providing you today. I love Sweepy. Sweepy needs an update. Okay, so this is still breaking. Like, the liquid piping here, it's just kind of annoying. What I should really do is like stop the water flowing in it until this is fully done, because it's just a nightmare. By the way, I have to extend that. Oh, it's gonna be so much more fun when I have a Hydra in here. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do the blueprint. I have a small electrolyzer set up. It's not even a Hydra, really. I should just build a proper Hydra. Let's do a small Hydra. Small Hydra. There it is. Nope, no, I don't want that one. I want a... I might actually... That might be the one I'm thinking of. The small Hydra. Okay, that's... Whatever. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Let me just go back. The small Hydra. This is the same thing. Do I want to put... I want to put this maybe here more. Well, hold on a second. Where's the water? Because the water's coming in here. So yeah, I can just... Boom, right there. Let's put it right here. I can still get access to all the places that I need to access. And I'll just... Yeah, right here is fine. And then I'll deconstruct this. And then, yeah, that's perfect. So we'll do that. We'll have an entrance here for the time being. And then we'll do this stuff. And then, of course, the plumbing. We'll take the... I don't need insulated. Actually, I should get insulated. I should do radiant for the bottom area. The bottom area will be the oxygen. So I'll put radiant in here. This is... No, oxygen is going to be... The oxygen is going to be in the bottom. I'm going to end it right here. No, right here. Okay, yeah. This, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, all this is going to be oxygen. Perfect. And then we'll do this. We'll kind of go like so and like so. Plug it right back in. This might be modified. It's not like 100% that I'm going to keep this entire build. Yeah, I could do the compact electrolyzer foamy. I'll fix the ladder on the left side. Ladder on the left side. I may have... Oh, right here. Yes, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I could do that, but I already my brain is already settled on the Hydra. So now I have to do it. I want to... Oh, no. Okay, I thought I was building ceramic here. I was like, I definitely don't need ceramic. I just want to be able to say that I had a Hydra on the rocket. That's all. Brain power committed. Exactly. Okay, so this one can go. I think this rocket can go. I have everything here that I could possibly need. I have plenty of oxygen. What is this? No, it's still filling, apparently. I mean, I have 800 grams or whatever kilograms, so just a heads up, everyone. Another half an hour or so, maybe a little bit longer. I may go a little bit longer, but minimum half an hour. Hopefully, I can get a rocket launched, and then after that, I'll see you on Friday. So Friday is Community Asteroid Night. I already had a few people submit. So that'll be a lot of fun. Honestly, you could probably just get away with directly venting. It's a small space. Yeah, there's a lot that I could do. Like, this is my first ever... okay, so let me rephrase that. I haven't exactly thought about how I want to do this because I've never melted the rocket. So initially, my first thought was, okay, I need a Hydra. I need oxygen. So I want a Hydra. That's where my brain went immediately there. I could just have an infinite storage for it. So like I could just put a little bit of water over the vent and just keep venting it, which is fine. That would work perfectly well. But I just thought, okay, let's build a Hydra, and then it's always done. I have power. I got power from it. I have oxygen from it, and everything will be great. That's where my brain went. So I've decided just to, build a little tiny Hydra in here. It's not even really space optimized. Like I could make it a lot better, but I don't even know what to do with all this space because I'm not trying to make a living colony here. I'm just trying to make this good for long duration missions, basically. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. I did not tell you to do that. That's for sure. I probably did tell him to do that. They kept emptying the pipe. They kept emptying the water from the pipe. Apparently I put a command on it to empty the pipe, the liquid pipe, and then liquid just kept coming in over and over and over. And they don't have the mental capacity to be like, oh, this is not what I should be doing right now. My overseer has not yet told me to stop, so I'm not going to stop. Hey, what's up, Dark Frost? I've been trying to launch my first rocket, but I keep getting distracted building complicated infrastructure. That's what happens in Ani, unfortunately. So I would recommend you finish your complex infrastructure and then move on to rockets, because rockets occupy your whole time. Once you're in space, it's like a whole different game. The way I see Ani, and not everyone's like that. Not everyone's like this, but the way I see Ani is like everything in this portion here is a separate game. Once you get above this portion, you enter a whole new game. Like I don't have the mental capacity to worry about rockets and worry about what's going on down here and talk to the stream at the same time. My brain just is like, whoa, this is too much. So I have to make sure that I have everything below my rocket like fully sustained before I get to rockets. And then I start worrying about stuff that's happening here. So depending on how you are and how good you are at multitasking, you might have to perhaps employ a certain copy my method. Hey, Vitaly says, do you have a streaming schedule somewhere? Watching you from the other side of the globe, kind of hard to sync. Yes, my streaming schedule is in my Discord. I don't think it's on my Twitch as well. It should be on my Twitch. You know those, like, if you go into my Twitch profile, it'll tell you, like, it'll give you the little boxes of, like, every streamer has different boxes. It should tell you my stream schedule there. Unfortunately, I think YouTube does not have it. So right after the stream, I'm going to add it to my YouTube about page. Let me just bring up my notes here, and I'm going to write that down. As soon as the stream is over, I can edit that. Stream schedule in YouTube about page. Okay, so by the way, I appreciate you watching from all the way on the other side. That is so cool. It's always so interesting to when you guys, like, tell me, like, you know, you don't have to tell me, but I'm just saying, like, when the people who offer it, like, where they're from. I have people watching from Poland. I have people watching from different parts of Asia, from different parts of Europe, and of course, locally here as well, like Canada. So it's so cool. I think that's very interesting. So thank you so much for wherever you're from, for watching. Okay, I think we're ready. Let's get Sanyar on board, and we're going to send Sanyar. Let's see. Let's see what these are. Let's start up here. No, it would be more efficient, I think, to go. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We'll go here first. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't have these unlocked either. The tear might be there. I know William's probably pulling his hair out. Like, I showed you where the tear was, but I don't remember. So let's go here. Get Sanyar on board, and then let's go. Oh, Sweepy's gonna get just friggin' toasted here in a second. Poor Sweepy. All right, Sweepy, you're on your own. Oh no. Are you gonna make it? He's making it. He's doing it. All right, so he's doing good. Oh, something melted. Molten gold. Yeah, that makes sense. So here comes the cooling. This is my scuffed cooling setup. So here we go. I did function the cooling mechanism, but I basically have a bunch of hydrogen coming out now and a little bit of. Actually, I know I disabled the water. So this is what that looks like in real time. So this is very cold because I have a very small amount of heat here compared to this area. So this will eventually get cold. I have a thermal sensor here. So if it's above 200 degrees, I keep dumping liquid hydrogen until, until it's not 200 degrees anymore. And again, I have so much hydrogen, I don't really care. But yeah, this is my scuffed rocket cooling setup. And the main purpose of this is so I don't have all this heat going into, like, this area, because I don't want it here. So you can see how well it's been working. In fact, I have a little bit of heat coming out of, maybe leaking out of here. I don't know where that might be coming from. I don't know if I have something maybe not blocked off properly or whatever. But you can see that it's kind of funny how my rocket area is actually a lot colder than the rest of the base that's kind of static. So there you go. It's working. It's scuffed, but it's working. Super scuffed. Oh, Russian viewer. Cool. That is so awesome. That is so awesome. Dark Frost says, I'm terrible at multitasking. So far, I have built a puffed and a dense puff farm, tame another cool steam vent, a half Rodriguez, and an ATN cooling portion for deep. That's so cool. That's a lot of cool projects. Like you sound like you have a good colony going there. Yeah. So what's the next thing that you're working on then? If you like, so again, as long as you are getting your base sustained so you can focus just on rockets, I think you're gonna be fine. Like, so you got your food set up already. You have a Rodriguez set up for oxygen and a little bit of power. And you know, and then whatever you're using for your pups, right? So you're well on your way, I think, to getting 2 rockets in a short time. Like all you need is power, food, and oxygen, and you can basically focus on rockets. I heard some melting notification sounds while I was playing in my other window. Thankfully, I realized quickly it was just Ethan. Yeah, that was just me. Yep, so I melted some of the metals here. So yeah, the liquid hydrogen just keeps dumping. So now it's, you know, it's been like, I don't know, half cycle or whatever. So if we take a look, as soon as the game is finished, so this is now shut off. So this is now below 200 degrees. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, it's very chilly here, obviously. This is actually pretty frozen. It's minus 182. So this actually works really, really well. If I was to concentrate more of the dumping on here, eventually the hydrogen would basically take care of all of this. Right? There's a little bit of steam, yes. But, you know, I could just function this again and get even more cooling out of it. Like, this is just a primer. So I have a buffer gate here, which for 60 seconds, this will run and give me 60 seconds worth of liquid hydrogen. And of course, it's on automation. So when it's triggering the cooling system, it all goes, or it all tries to go into this area, right? What I should really do is have like a very elaborate automation set up and just make a video on this. And it's kind of, it's just so ridiculous, but it works so effectively for how ridiculous it is that I think I will eventually make a video on this and just make it like super elaborate with automation and be like, yep, this is my rocket cooling setup. And it's hilarious and it's fun. And yeah, it works, right? Like, look at it. Look how cool that is. Negative 70 degrees. Now, if I had, you know, obviously if I had more hydrogen production and more pumps, like imagine I had like 4 pumps just dumping liquid hydrogen all over these rocket platforms. And the best thing about hydrogen, the liquid hydrogen, is as soon as it boils, it evaporates. So if Foamy says just dump hot water, it's much easier. Yes, it is easier, but the problem is I have to do something with that water. Once it turns into steam, it will eventually condense back into water, and then I have a massive pool here. So yes, I could have like an area where it falls in and collects below, but hydrogen, this will eventually all, you know, it'll all eventually go into space. I don't have to worry about it. Super scuffed with a K. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. Super scuffed rocket cooling. I'm 100% gonna do that, guys. This is just too much fun. This is just too much fun not to play around with. Vitalik says, my knowledge of famous Canadians is limited to Jordan Peterson. I know Jordan Peterson quite well, not personally, but I do. I used to be. I don't follow him too much these days, but I used to be a huge fan of his work when he taught at the University of Toronto, and I have both of his books. I have read both of his books. I think they're quite insightful. I haven't been keeping up with them ever since probably like last 5 years or so. I know he was in Russia at some point because he was sick, and that's the last I really know about him. So that was a while ago. Devin Larat, I have no idea who that is. I apologize to Devin. I have no idea who you are. And now you, welcome to the club. Awesome. I'm glad that I make your list. You know, if I'm on a list with Jordan Peterson, Devin Larat, that is a pretty huge accomplishment. So I'll take that as a compliment, Vitaly. Thank you so much. Just dump hot water on it. I already read that. Space will eat most of it. Yeah, space. You're right. No, you're right, Foamy. Space will eat most of it. But I have this right here. So and it's very, very cold, right? It's very, very cold. So I figured I want to try that, and it's working. Like it's honestly, I might actually expand this cooling, which would be super easy. Well, I might have to expand it to the left because I can't expand it down without having some sort of heat transfer here very much. But I might transfer it more this way and just make it massive and just have like 5 pumps dumping dumping liquid hydrogen on the rockets, and I'll make a video on it. That'll be so cool. How's Sunyar doing? Good question. Jordan Peterson says Foamy absolutely went off the deep end ages ago. Yeah, like I said, I have not been following Jordan Peterson at all. Sunyar is doing fine. She has plenty of oxygen. She has 600 kilograms here, and she has 700 kilograms there. She has lots of rad pills, Eurobomb, and all that. She's hanging out right now. I don't need data banks, so I ain't trying to get her to do too much work. Something's entombed again. Oh no, it's Sweepy. Oh, poor Sweepy, it's stuck. It's probably it's ice maybe or something. So yeah, so Sunyar's doing all right. Let's see how our rocket thing is doing here. Okay, so not too bad. Since this is vacuum, I probably have to build a backing to it, I assume. So let's build, let's do the pink polka dots. Oops. Oh yeah, I probably have to go build over that. Yeah. Let's build in here. Do this. Oh, you know what I totally forgot is I have to put, yes, I have to do this. This does not have to be connected. This can go, and then that I can go boom, boom, like that. Okay. So yeah, I have not been following Jordan after, but like I said, I was a huge fan of his work at one point. I was very much interested in what he had to say. I thought in particular I watched almost all of his lectures from the University of Toronto, because he used to have them, like, I think it was called Bite Size Philosophy was the YouTube channel. So when he was still, like, when he was not virally popular, that was like the main way people knew Jordan Peterson. That's how he became popular. And his Quora, he used to spend a lot of time on Quora answering questions, and that's what really catapulted him. And yeah, that's kind of the extent of my knowledge of his life. But Homie says, I need to find something for my noobs to do. I keep getting idle notification. Right? When that happens, I'm like, oh no, I'm like wasting their time or whatever. But I try not to worry about it too much at the end of the day. But I know what you mean, Foamy. I always get stressed out, like, oh, I think I should get them to do something. Oh, why did you delete that? Oh, I see. Yes. I see. Okay. I gotta redo that. Oh, he's the #2 arm wrestler. Oh, is that very big? I know. Okay, I know who that is visually. I had no idea his name was Devin, though. So yeah, you know what? I will take that as a major compliment that I'm on a list with Devin and Jordan. Like, that's so funny. Why is the Hydra not built yet? It's because I don't have this the bottom layer finished. If anything, I'm pretty sure it's because they don't have access to igneous rock anymore on my asteroid, so I probably have to rebuild it out of something else, unfortunately, which is going to sort of mess up. It's going to sort of mess up my existing system, so I'm going to switch it to obsidian. So use blueprints. Let's go to small Hydra here. Just so I have I want to make sure I don't build this wrong. So I have the whole left side is airflow. All right, whole left side is airflow. Gotcha. Oh, am I not on fast speed? Oh my god, I didn't know I was not on fast speed. That's another reason why everything's taken forever, I bet. I was not on fast speed. Just rebuild this out of obsidian. So by the way, let's see. Automation is done. We're going to shut the Hydra off for now. Plumbing is done. And then power is done as well. Cool. So now what I want to do is probably put a hydrogen generator here. Again, I might have to cool this over time, but for now, I'm just not going to worry about it. I'll cool it later. We'll build it out of steel. It's definitely going to overheat because it's in space, right? So I probably could just put a little bit of water underneath it with some tiles, and it'll be fine. Let's do that. And then I think we'll put a smart battery right on top of it. So we'll do this. Again, this is like not, I know it's not space optimal. So maybe in time, I'll figure out a better optimal system. But I mainly wanted to just do rocket melting to say that I did it. And then, you know, go from there. Work on the optimal stuff later. So again, I think I need cooling for that as well. Put a backing on that. And then, of course, we'll connect everything with power. I don't think I need more than 2,000 watts throughout all this stuff. So I'm not going to worry about using transformers and whatnot. I think this will be perfectly fine. Also, hydrogen needs to be pumped. So we'll pump it from here. Hydrogen's going to be on... Hey, thank you so much, that guy, for the resub. Thank you so much for the Prime. I really appreciate it. Hola. Welcome to the stream. Super grateful for your support, that guy. Thank you so much. And how are you doing tonight? I'll give you a recap of what's going on in the stream in just a second here. So this is going to be oxygen here. Yeah. I keep second guessing myself. Hydrogen's going to be this little area because hydrogen is, we don't make a lot of it. It doesn't matter. Any other Canadians you'd recommend checking out? Like streamers, I don't know any other Canadian streamers, but Canadians in general, I would say if you're a hockey fan, if you're into hockey, Sidney Crosby's certainly someone you might want to, I don't know. He's not really a public figure, to so to speak, but he's one of the greatest hockey players in our generation, I would say. Okay, and also Alex Ovechkin, like he came in the league at the same time. Alex Ovechkin's the GOAT. Evgeny Malkin. Love those guys. Any other Canadians though? Like off the top of my head, you kind of I just can't think of any off the top of my head that aren't like athletes. Oh yeah, that's right. Ani, it's made in Vancouver, right? I think it's made in Vancouver. By the way, hello Alex, welcome to the stream. Time to build an aqua tuner and steam room set up in your rocket. Yeah, right? I gotta have cooling now that I have all this. That's hilarious. No, I'm just gonna grab some of this water and put it right here. And grab some of this water and put it right here. And then, let's take a look at Sunyar. So Sunyar is, let's move her one spot over. Yeah, well, one spot over here, then she can get access to all this. I'm pretty sure there's nothing here. I would really regret to have to come back to this, but I'm pretty sure that there won't be anything there. Hey, but thanks for the follow, Gargali on Twitch. Thank you so much. I just saw that come in now. I did not see notification for that. I really hope that I'm not missing. I missed bits the other day. I think that should be fixed, but thank you so much for the follow on Twitch, Gargali. I think that's how you pronounce it. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, oh yes, so I was going to give you the recap. Okay, so everyone who just joined, as well as Gargali, that guy, and whoever else might have just joined recently, today we are doing rocket melting. I have never done rocket melting, so I don't really have a plan for how this is supposed to go, but I'm just, thinking about stuff on the fly. So the first thing is I thought, okay, I want oxygen, I want power, so I'm making a Hydra. I love my Hydra. I gotta get some liquids in here eventually, but yeah, we made a Hydra. It's good, fun. And then I don't know what I want to do next. I think, like someone suggested steam turbine aqua tuner. For sure, I could do that. Definitely won't be launching this rocket tonight. I already have a rocket launched already. Sunyar is doing a space mission to see like what's going on here. I don't know if that's the Terra or not. But basically, I just want to open up some of these spaces to see what's going on. I really hope that the tear is not here. I don't have access to that, but I have no duplicates. My duplicates are surprisingly not idle a lot. Like, they have lots to do still. They have unreachable. This is unreachable? What are you guys talking about? Unreachable. How? Just jump down. Okay, this should not be unreachable. Like, come on, guys. You can get up there. This can all be done. And then this, do something like that. Do something like, oh, it's not gonna work. I'll have to build like some steps up there. Something like that. And then like this. We're not counting Canadians like Mike Myers, Ryan Reynolds, or late John Candy. So yeah, they are great Canadians. If you're into movies, I think they would definitely qualify. Or if you're into like TV shows or movies or what have you. I was sort of thinking about somebody who is more prominent in. Like, I don't even know. So that's the thing. It's a hard question for me because I never really thought about it in that way. But no, you're totally right, Kevin. Like, those guys, I think, like like Austin Powers, honestly, one of the best, one of my favorite movies. Ryan Reynolds, I think he has a lot of humanitarian contributions. I think that he's known for. His movies, I mean, he's funny. I don't know if I like his movies as much as Mike Myers' movies, though, or as much as Austin Powers. Of course, that's, entirely subjective. So, how much gunk do I need here? I'm doing gunk this time. This has 50 kilograms, so I need 100 kilograms of gunk. Let's take that 100 kilograms. So it's 21. So take this guy, relocate to Space Farter, and put it in here. So yeah, I mean, if you just like Googled the greatest Canadians, I'm sure those are the exact same people that I would come up with if I thought hard enough. I'm sorry, but it's not. Hey, thanks for the moral support, Night Puppy. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Welcome to the stream, Night Puppy. Yeah, I would think that those would be the same. Like, again, I'm more of a sports fan, so Sidney Crosby, Connor McDavid, but are they really making that much of a contribution that they're interesting enough to look into? I don't know. It's very, very subjective, I guess. Let's see. They had to stop publishing their actual address. Perhaps players were too aggressive with the request for bug features. I hope not. That would be terrible. Vitaly says Ovechkin is super popular in Russia. It was almost a national celebration on it. Oh, absolutely. I would totally see that happening. Like, the fact that nobody thought he was gonna break that record. Like, nobody in Canada thought that. I mean, people like the amateur armchair analysts thought that he's gonna make it, but anybody who had like a long history of watching hockey was like, there's no way this guy is going to play at the level that he's playing at in his 20s and early 30s into his late 30s. There's just no way. And then what does he do? He gets injured, and he still has a phenomenal, I think he scored like, I forgot how much he scored that season, but it was over 35, I think, goals, and he was injured that season. So, I mean, he's just, the longevity and the ability to play at a high level that he has played is just phenomenal. I didn't think he was going to do it like 10 years ago. If you asked me 10 years ago, is this guy still going to be scoring 40 goals a season at 38 or 39 or whatever he is? I was like, no, there's no way. There's no way. How is that possible, right? And he did. It's just, he is absolutely like the GOAT, like no question. Forget era, right? Like, yes, Gretzky played in a different era or whatever. Gordie Howe. Like, without a doubt, Alex Ovechkin is the greatest goal scorer of all time. Not even a question about that. Okay, let's get some petroleum. We'll take, this time I'm not going to take 100. I'm going to take, let's do 75. So we'll take this amount, relocate to space farther, right there. Then I have to close this off and come in from the top to empty it. So kind of messed that up again, but that's all right. Alex says, Man City, Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool acting reminds me of another Canadian actor, Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey, there you go, Jim Carrey. Yep, Jim Carrey's amazing. That Deadpool was actually really good. I did like Deadpool. I really enjoyed Deadpool, and I liked that one where he I didn't like it as in like I would recommend it to others, but I thought it was a really good one. The one that where he's pretending to be a video game character. I think it's Ready Player One or something. Is it that one? Or no, the eye guy or something. I don't know. It's the one where he's in the video game. That one was okay. Like, I enjoyed it, but I don't know if it's like was wildly popular. Free Guy, yes, Free Guy. I don't know if it was as wildly popular as I liked it. To be honest, you kind of look like Dr. Evil if you had a shave. Yeah, that's funny. Dr. Evil's so funny. He's a great portrayal from Mike Myers there. Alex says, speaking of sports, what hockey jerseys are your dupes wearing? I don't think I regret to inform you that my duplicants I don't even know what they're wearing. I have no idea. I could go and take a look. How do I even check? I don't know. I have no idea how to even check what they're wearing. Let's go, game. That awkward pause where the game's like, I don't know what. Okay, there we go. Oh, what is this? Who's this? Is that Rancher? I want this one. Whatever this is, I want him to wear that. That is hilarious. Where did that even come from? Okay, get back in the base so I can see what you look like. Okay, that's not what I thought. Okay, select blueprint default. Oh, that's not what I thought it was going to be. Okay, so this is whatever. If he looked like that, that would be so funny. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not blueprint. It's in the blueprint. Do I have to exit for that, or is it somewhere here? Or no, I was just on blueprint. I was just on blueprint. Let's go back. Oh, here we go. Okay, so yeah, they're not really wearing anything interesting, unfortunately. Let's see. Is there anything cool that I could give them? I suppose I could give them. Yeah, I could give them a couple. So let's do that. So apply, assign to Harold. Yeah, let's do the green one for Bert. Travaldo. Open wardrobe. Nope, redesign. We'll do that one. How do I get out of here? I'm new to this screen, so this is like. Thank you for letting me know about that, Alex. That is so cool. I had no idea. Give our duplicants a little bit of a. I'm not gonna do all of them, just because I want to get back to the game, but I had no idea that was a thing. I'm gonna do that off stream. I'm gonna give them, and I'll show you in the next. I'm gonna write that down, and then I'll give them all hockey jerseys, and I'll show you guys on Friday. Ryan Reynolds' favorite movie is The Voices. Pre-Deadpool, actually one of my favorite movies of all time. Really, Polanyi. That's good to hear. I don't think I've ever seen The Voices. Did I have seen The Voices? No, I have not seen The Voices. Oh, okay, cool. So I like that one. I'm almost thinking of, that's not the movie where they have to be quiet or they're gonna die, right? No, that's the one with John Krasinski, I think. The Quiet, I think. Yeah, okay. So I have not seen The Voices. You're Dr. Evil's long lost other son. If he knew about you, he wouldn't have had to make Mini-Me. That was so funny when I forgot the actor's name now, but the guy, he was very young at the time, but he did a lot of funny roles after the fact, where he shows up and I forgot how it goes. I'm trying to think of a quote, but yeah, when his son shows up, it was so funny. Like, honestly, one of the best one of the best moments in that movie. Beautiful blueprints. Oh, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Yeah, that's very good. Very good as well. I spend hours dressing up my dupes as Pelini. I should put more effort into that, honestly. Like, the dupes are a lot of fun to dress up. It's just, I just never think of it. I don't have to do anything here. I just unfortunately never think of it. But, you know, it's such a cool feature that they allow you to do that, though. Like, it really allows you to customize your gameplay. And it's Seth Green. I think that's the one. Yep, Seth Green. He was very, very young in that movie, I think. You can get from the main menu. I will do it on the main menu. I think it'll be a lot more fluid. The menu seems really laggy in game. It's a good night, scary, silly night. Yeah, I will have to watch that. It kind of reminded me of, like, when you said The Voices, I was immediately, my mind was immediately going to The Quiet, I think it's called, with John Krasinski, with that movie where they can't make a noise or the aliens come and slaughter them or whatever. I like that movie. I like the second one too, only because it shows like how the aliens got there, but I kind of like John too much to see whatever happened. I'm not gonna spoil it, but remember Porky was the highest grossing Canadian film for many years. Movie is NSW. I do not know Porky's. I have no idea what that is. How do you select the petroleum to be thrown inside the rocket? Great question, Gargilly. So I'll show you with anything because it's the same idea. I'm just gonna wait till it saves. The Quiet Place. That's the one, Night Puppy. Thank you. That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, Vitaly says it as well. The Quiet Place. Yep. Yep. I said it wrong. I said The Quiet, but it is in fact The Quiet Place. Okay, so to select anything and move it inside the rocket, like let's say this water, you use the relocate command, but then you have to click on the rocket right after, and that sort of remembers the relocate command. So once you select space farther, then you can place the water anywhere you want. So you can right there, for example, and just like that. Yeah, great movie, The Quiet Place. There we go. Hydra's complete. This is now going to function fully. I have to come and bring in some. So let's do this. Let's take this, put it down here. And I'm going to have my pump up here. So what I want to do is actually make this out of plastic because I think I'm going to keep the ladders permanent so it'll look really cool. I might even raise this up one just so I can have like, just so it's better or something. I probably would do me some good if I put this here as well. Why can I not place that here? Is that because of the pipes? I can't do pipes over that? Whatever. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't... Oh, no, that's what I was trying to avoid. So yeah, I'm going to put the pump here. But I also have to put some... How am I going to do this? I definitely need this opened up. Open this up and have the canister empty or somewhere there, or the pump here. Oh, that's right, the wallpaper. Right. Let me try that. Let me try that. Actually, I already have a revised plan. I'm gonna put it right here. So pump here, gas pump. Yeah, right here's fine. We'll build it out of steel, just because I don't want to have to worry about coming back in here to fix it. for what it costs, I don't really care. Put that up there, and then yeah, Hydra's almost done. I like Quiet Place prequel with a cat. I've never seen it. I just like cats. I forgot what happens to the cat. It's not coming to me. But I like cats too. The cats aren't around today. It's too bad because I have 2 cats that sometimes come on stream. Amazing. That makes rocket construction more easy. Awesome. Glad I could help then. Like I said, I always say you learn something new every day in this game. Honestly, I learn something new every day. Like the chat always tells me something, and it's a lot of fun. This game is just never ending. Like the fact that somebody came up with this game and like made it function and work is just, to me, it's just mind-boggling. How this game was put together. It's amazing. Wallpaper is in the way. Yeah, I just decided to rebuild it anyway, so that's all right. I don't need this rebuilt. Okay, so let's clean everything out. Get some hydrogen in here. So the hydrogen is going to be very easy. Where's my hydrogen at? Pretty sure I have a place. Maybe I don't have a place to take my hydrogen from. That's okay. I have liquid hydrogen right here. So let's just take one out. So let's do 199. Take this little liquid hydrogen out. Excuse me. Why can't I grab that bottle? Oh, did it disappear? I think it might disappear. Let me just wait until it saves. I don't... Vitaly says we need to lure them cats to the camp. I think they're sleeping right now, so they're probably somewhere else in the house. Unfortunately, let me just stand up and check. Yeah, they're not here with me, so they are somewhere else. Yeah, it just disappears. It disappears in the space, so I need backing to grab it. But then if I have no, let's do this. I got a better idea. I have a better idea. Flight status. All right, so how's Sonia doing here? She's got plenty of oxygen left. Still good to keep going here. So let's keep going this way. So in order to get back, she has 10 more squares to go. So let's put her here. And keep finding some more stuff. I don't know how this game is not more popular. It says Night Puppy. I love this game. It's me too, Night Puppy. Like I sort of get it. The game has a very, very large learning curve, so it's not for everyone. And a lot of people, like, if you look on the Steam stats, only like 5 or 8% of people have ever launched a rocket, or like a lot of people have never even blocked a meteor with a bunker door. So it means that so many people are just not getting to that part of the game. So that's why I try to focus my my channel a lot on helping new players out and just trying to boil the game down to the absolute most basic. Oh no, there's an eco power bank here. Please get it out of here. That's why I try to. We're gonna have a problem. That's why I try to boil the game down to like the absolute minimum of how to get past mid game, so I can try to help people. Get to this stage. Like, not everyone's going to have the patience to make it this far. I think a lot of people would just rather play like whatever that's a little bit less stressful, I guess, maybe would be the right word. I don't know. Or maybe less chaotic. I don't know. But yeah, I wish the game was more popular too in a way, but I just don't think it's always going to be possible with just the nature of the game. Like, the game does get really popular in parts, like during certain parts of the year where the game is on sale. A lot of people buy it and then they play it. And I do notice like a boost in viewers on my videos when that happens. So, that's why my videos lately have been just trying to help people get through the early game. Like, not even mid game. Forget mid game. My videos are useless to people if they can't even get through early game. And that's really what I've been trying to focus on lately here. Bet they could do the first 100 cycles better than most. Peleni says, yeah, I usually get her to around cycle 80 and begin again. It's playing with Dollhouse for me. I enjoy watching in mid. Awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, like some people just love watching the little guys, you know, do their animations are so cute. They are very interesting. There's times when I'm not, let's say if I want to have a snack or something or drink a coffee, I'll just put on the follow cam and put it on slow speed and just watch the duplicants do something. It's pretty, but I'm into that kind of stuff. Not everyone is. Yeah, so it's really cool to see how much effort is put in to make this game what it is. But yeah, around cycle 80 is when the game starts to become more hectic. Kevin says, I'll mention more emojis mod again. I will write that down again. I probably have that written down. More emojis. Night Puppy says, I get to my 3rd asteroid with a rocket and 8 dupes. This is the furthest I've ever gotten. Nice. Hell yeah, Night Puppy. That is so cool. Congratulations. Yes, it takes some learning. I watch the videos too. Cool. Congratulations. I am so glad to hear that. Oh, emotions. Thank you, Kevin. Emotions. I remember when Ani had deadly diseases, one sneeze and slime. Yeah, I remember that too. I didn't play a lot then. That was before my time. Sweet bottom left of rocket. Yeah, I should come in here. I can't anymore because I already built it, but I can come in here. I know you guys have already seen it, but I will admit defeat in this. I can go back and get this, but I have a piece of steel in here. It's very, very annoying. I'm probably going to have to get that off stream or something because I do have to go pretty soon here. It's past 10 o'clock for me and I should really start getting going to bed, but I'm going to sweep the rocket first. There's a mod for diseases I'm considering doing in the future. Does it revert diseases back to what it was before? Like make it really, make it more difficult? Yes, if you guys are new to the game and you haven't already seen the last video, it's basically the last video that I made or that I released yesterday. Go check it out. It's meant for like the absolute new player. So I know it didn't get a lot of traction in the algorithm, which is fine, but I think it's really, really valuable if you're like brand new at the game, because it's really easy to get stuck on mealwood, and once you're stuck on mealwood, you're sort of like committed to that as your food or whatever, and then all the other foods look kind of complicated to do, so you don't do them, and then you run out of dirt, or maybe you don't run out of dirt, but maybe you just have so many duplicants like pissed off with your morale, or they have athletic debuffs or whatever that they can't deliver dirt and they can't harvest and they can't put it in the micro musher, and they can't deliver water, so you can't get food, and they get more pissed, and it's just a never-ending snowball effect. So I alleviate that problem for you by telling you to go, by showing you why it's good to go on blossoms, and then same likewise with oxygen. The algae diffusers, like super easily just get stuck on, and then before you know, you're out of algae and you don't know how to get more. So well, first of all, you can't get more. You might be looking at thinking like, okay, I can go on the puffed, I can make like slime, then I can go to slime and make put that in the algae distiller and make algae from it, and then it's like you start finding all these different ways to just make more algae, when really the answer is electrolyzer. Right? So that's kind of the point of that whole video, is like, hey, this is super easy to get beyond like the basics to get your colony way farther ahead. But the game doesn't tell you that. And all of my videos are basically already like assuming you've already got beyond that point. So that's why I really wanted to make it, is so new players would have an absolutely easy path to get beyond the start of the game. Paku omelet really goes a long way. Yeah, there's so many different things. There's so many different things. You are right, Foamy. Absolutely. Pakus are probably the best combination of cheap and easy food in the game. Yes, 100%. Everyone's different at what they consider to be the easiest, and I totally 100% agree with you. So the reason I chose Blossom is because it's just so easy to sustain Blossom. There's nothing to learn when it comes to sustaining Blossom. It's like hook up water, harvest, and then cook. Hook up water, harvest, cook. When you have Pakus, and if you're a new player, you know, that's why in the video I even said like, hey, Wheezeworts are good for cooling, but I don't want to teach you Wheezeworts because that requires phosphorite, and I don't want to have to give you another thing to another resource to look out for. Stringer says, hey, I'm here. Sorry, I'm late, but here. Stringer, thanks for showing up tonight. Really appreciate it. I will be ending the stream here very shortly. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm in like the wind down stage where I'm just talking to the chat now. We did rocket melting today, so here we are. So I think I'm going to end the stream on this. This is the rocket. It's started to be expanded. It's, you know, we're here. I will be back on Friday night at again 9 p.m. Eastern. Probably 9 p.m. I want to do 8 p.m. again so I can have more time. But it's hard because I gotta get like there's a lot of stuff I gotta do Fridays that make it almost impossible to stream at 8. So I'm gonna really try for 8, but I definitely will be here at 9 on Friday, and then we'll do the community asteroid night on Friday, and then also some more gameplay. We'll finish this rocket and we'll launch it. Yeah. Now put a reactor in there. So I'm gonna talk to you guys for another 5 minutes because I really wanted to finish some points, and also you guys are chit chatting. So I will stick around and talk if you guys want to talk to me for a little bit. If not, that's all right. You can go ahead and do your thing. But let's see. So Vitaly says, Come True is another super cool Canadian movie. Pilot Priest soundtrack is eerie and somber. And don't know that one as well. Let me write that one down. I might want to look into that. Yes. Oh, by the way, Stringer, if you guys enjoy Factorio gameplay, go check out Stringer207 on YouTube. He's doing a Factorio playthrough right now. Go check him out. I saw your shorts as well, Stringer. Those are really, really good. Vitaly says, no sweat mode is super helpful at learning the game. So, yeah, for sure. No sweat mode is really, really good. It is. I can light the rocket. I can light the rocket, but it won't. I mean, it's a very scuffed. It's more scuffed than usual. So I don't think we'll get too much benefit from lighting it. Sunyar is doing pretty good, though. Let's keep going with Sunyar and just making sure we don't get her stuck while we talk here. Leave a like before you leave, says Stringer. Yeah, if you guys could leave a like if you're on YouTube, or if you guys are here on Twitch. If you guys want to follow the stream, I'm back Friday. You get notifications for when I'm live next. That would be much appreciated. Hit the like on YouTube. Also, what really helps is if you're on your like phone or on the PC, if you hit that little heart button next to the chat, keep hitting that little heart. Just whenever you're bored, or whenever if you're lurking, or if just or right now or whatever, that helps me out immensely, because that's like micro engagements to the stream. So if you guys hit that little heart, it makes a huge difference. And of course, leaving a like is awesome as well. But in general, what matters most is that you guys are here watching. So that's honestly like the biggest metric on as far as YouTube goes. Likes are really good, but viewer and audience retention, just the fact that you guys are here means a lot to me. So I always say that, and I never want it to go unnoticed. Thank you guys so much, especially the lurkers who don't chat. Like just 31 people here on YouTube, 6 on Twitch. That means a lot. So thank you guys so much for being here. But yeah, I wanted to just go over a couple more of your messages here. And I wanted to finish my thought with as far as the Pakus go and all that stuff. So yeah, like the thing about Oni is there's so many different ways to get to mid game, right? And it's really easy to get to mid game if you've played the different variations of ways before of how to get there. But for like a brand new player, they don't know how to do Pakus, right? So that's why I went with Blossoms for that particular video. I just wanted to be like, okay, how can I get a new player? Like if I was trying to teach my friend how to play, how can I get them to get to mid game the easiest? And then if they want to learn Pakus later, they can do that, you know, like through another one of my videos or just on their own or whatever. So I do have a Paku video. I should probably update it now at some point, but I have more video. I want to do the third rocket videos probably coming up next. But yeah, that was the whole idea around the Blossoms, right? It's just how do I get a new player past Mealwood? And then how do I get a new player past algae for making oxygen? Because you get stuck in traps, like you get stuck in this thing, like the algae terrarium. It says, oh, it makes oxygen. Woo. Like, okay, yeah, it makes oxygen, but it's terrible. Like, honestly, it's not that good. Yes, there are some uses for it, but you can't just be like plopping these down and expecting it to sustain your colony. Same thing with the sublimation station. It's good, but it needs filtering, which needs sand, which needs duplicate delivery. Electrolyzer doesn't need duplicate delivery, right? So how can I make it so the consequences of trying to improve your colony in terms of like having your duplicates free to expand your base are better than not, if that makes sense. Like, do I want my duplicates delivering dirt, sand, polluted dirt, all this stuff? That's fine, but it might be a lot better if they don't have to do that. That was my whole rationale for the last video. But there's absolutely nothing wrong, of course, again, just to reiterate, nothing wrong with Pakus, nothing wrong with having puffs and making slime and then making algae. If that's what you have to do, or if that's what you want to do, that's perfectly reasonable. It's in the game for a reason, and I encourage everyone to play. I always say, play however you like, but the video is just intended for like the very, very new player. So I hope that achieved some amount of success in that regard. So Porky's is an old movie from 1981. It has nudity and dirty humor. It's coming of age kind of movie, really funny. I've never heard of it or have seen it, Alex. Look, it's me. Thanks for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Good guy, Ethan, saving lives since 2019. I wish I was playing Oni that long. If I was playing Oni in 2019 and I was making videos in like 2020 when everyone was at home, I probably would have a couple 100,000 view videos. But no, I got into the game just a little bit after COVID. Like I got into it hardcore a little bit after COVID, and then I got sort of bored of it. I put it down for a year, and then I only started playing the game again in 2025, early 2025, and that's kind of about the same time when I started making videos for it. So it was interesting because a couple of my early videos, I kind of forgot how to play, and I was like trying to remember how to play while I was making the videos at the same time. So they didn't really have the best advice, but I think it had good enough advice that you could still apply knowledge that you have in order to get through that. Like the whole game is about, I should be letting the game run. The whole game is about accumulating enough knowledge that you can build your own things and make it work, right? So if you're just copying builds over and over and over, they're not always going to work well with one another. Like you can't just copy a Hydra because you might not have a water source, or you can't just build let's say a puffed farm for algae if you don't have polluted dirt or polluted oxygen. So it's like you have to at some point be able to apply your knowledge as well. So that's what my most recent videos are catered towards. It's like if you have absolutely zero game knowledge, how can I get you to mid game? That's the idea. of the most recent videos. If you want to try, it's a mix of Oni, Cost Meter, and XCOM. Try Space Haven. I play Oni and Space Haven. It's on a regular basis. Cool. I will look into that. Space Haven. Actually, there's a bunch of games that you guys have recommended over time. There's Dave the Diver. Of course, there's Factorio, there's Satisfactory. There's a whole bunch I have written down. Space Haven, I will look into. There's Oceaneers. Oceaneers has a demo out. As far as I know, I don't think the full game's out yet, but it's kind of like Ani on an island. It has Don't Starve vibes as far as like the character animations go, but the game has like Ani micromanagement. It's a lot of fun. Like I played the demo. I am not proficient at the demo, but it's a lot of fun. William says, I wish there was a time machine I can make to turn back time. Dude, if there was a time machine, I'd be going back to 2010 when I was fresh out of high school, investing in Bitcoin, investing in Apple, investing in Tesla, investing in Nvidia, and just chilling, just waiting 10 years, doing exactly what I did with my money, but just saved more and put it into those stocks because I would be a full-time streamer then easily. I'd be on dividend stocks, living life, and just streaming for a living. And I'd be having a ton of fun. Stringer says, my first exposure to Ani was when I was in Louisiana in 2020 during Hurricane Laura. Holy smokes. We were all bunkered down in a building with sandbags, and one of my coworkers was on his laptop playing. Oh, man, that sounds rough. But what a memory, though. I'm glad that you survived. Holy smokes. That's crazy. Jay says Stardew Valley. Yeah, I have played Stardew Valley. A very, very good game. I wouldn't mind playing it on stream, but I'm really not proficient at Stardew Valley. Like, I'm less proficient at Stardew Valley than I am at Ani, is what I should say. Stardew Valley, there's so, again, it's one of those games that has so much layers to it. Like, yes, you can play the game and not know any of the layers and make it through your 4 years or whatever. But if you know how to like optimize your play style, it's like a night and day difference of money making. Yeah, Clay's amazing. Don't Starve Together. Yep, amazing. Hey, Anani, what's going on? Says, I always caution people with Porky. Laughing my ass off. It was a product of its time and parts of it aged like milk on a hot day. Yeah, like I said, never seen it, but you guys have made me curious enough that I'm definitely going to Google it right after the stream. Space Haven is definitely a good game. You can easily get caught in the death spiral. Like, I love games like Ani. I wish I could play more games like Ani. I just literally just don't have the time. That's what it comes down to. That's why I said earlier, like, if I was rich, because I won the lottery, I would just stream for a living. It would be the most fun thing ever. I would, entertain you guys if you guys wanted to show up. I don't know if I would have the same audience, given that I would have probably started different. But yeah, I would just literally just stream the whole time and hang out with the chat and play whatever games that you guys wanted to see. Every day I'd do like a different thing. I've actually been meaning to do a viewer's choice thing where it's just a streaming schedule is hard to maintain. I wanted to do a thing where, where there's like an incentive. There's like an incentive to maybe have viewers pick games that they want to see me play on like a Sunday or something. But I don't know how that would work because I just don't stream enough to make that a possibility, right? It's like, okay, I'm going to stream Wednesday, Friday. And if I have to miss a day, then I only stream one day. So is there going to be enough viewers to come by to like vote on to vote on a game to put in place for Sunday, and that I'm not making progress on Ani? It's like what a whole mess that would probably create. But if I was streaming full time, let's say, I would certainly have something like that where there's some sort of an incentive for viewers to pick maybe the best game or whatever for that week, and I would play it on like a Sunday or whatever. I don't know. It's just a time constraint, basically. So William says, if I was rich, I would stop playing games. No, no way. I would be the opposite. I would travel the world for sure, like travel to what I want to see. But I would come back and I'm like a homebody. I'd love just being at home and playing games. Honestly, it's a lot of fun. I love to get lost in universes that other people have created. I would vote you to play Factorio with me. Yeah, I would absolutely play Factorio. It's just, again, I just wish I had more time. I like the enthusiasm, but I don't want to burn you out. I'd rather have you once a week. Yeah, exactly. And that's how I try to curve myself as well. I try to make it so I don't burn myself out. Like, that's why I stopped playing already. I'm just hanging out with the chat, because I know that if I did this too much, I would end up missing days too often. Like the last thing that I've had to miss, I was just exhausted from the weekend that I've had. It was a good weekend. It wasn't a bad weekend at all, but I just didn't have the capacity after that weekend to deliver what I would hope is an entertaining stream. I was like, you know what? It's better that I just rest tonight. I fell asleep actually. I was just super burnt out. Like there's a limit that I sometimes reach when it comes to socializing, and I'm just, after that, I'm like just done. That's kind of what was. It was like I said, it was a good weekend, but it was, I wasn't prepared to do a stream and not be like talking to the chat, right? I wanted the main reason I like to stream is to talk to the chat. That's definitely a huge thing. Big money often affects people in negative ways. We have it good here. Yeah, exactly. Big money is not always good. Big money is not always good. I would hope that if I ever won the lottery, I would maintain a level head. But you can't always. You don't know what happens to people, right? Like, everyone wants to say that they're like that, and then, you know, whatever. You gotta maintain your social battery. Introverts need self-care too. Absolutely. Social battery is very important. For me, it's like the social battery is not so much an issue on stream, because like, you know, you guys, it's like you guys come and go at your own volition, right? It's not like I'm hanging out with people and we're like, we have to all be together or an X amount of time. It's like, hey, if you guys are coming for 30 minutes or 3 hours or whatever, that's completely up to you. So you guys maintain that balance for yourselves. So you come and go, and there's a lot of people that come in, right? So today I think I had probably 30 unique chatters, maybe 20 to 30 unique chatters. So and it's not like the chat's always going. There's times when I'm just talking to myself. There's times when I'm talking to, giving my opinion that's like 5 minutes long. And there's times when I'm always replying. So it's not so much of a social aspect when I'm on stream. It's more of like a talking issue where I sometimes start to stutter too much when I've been going for too long. That's when I start to get tired, and I start to mumble a lot, and just like, okay, now I know it's starting to become painful to listen to even myself in my headphones. So then I'm like, okay, now is the time to end it, right? But yeah, the social aspect of streaming isn't the same for me as the social aspect of being in person. To me, it's just like there's a difference to that. I'm sure it's not the same for everybody, but Polonius says, yes, I don't even need to get out of pajamas to watch the stream. That's the best thing, right? Is that you get to be in the comfort of your own space. You get to come and go as you please. You get to stay as long as you want. And some people just come and say hi. And they just lurk, or they don't chat, or they leave, or whatever, and that's cool. And you know, I love that there's that flexibility with streaming. You know, if you're in real life, like IRL, if you're with other people, And if you're hosting, you sort of have to maintain a level of entertainment for all those people at all time. That to me would be very, very stressful. I mean, it is stressful because I've done that. So not with a lot of people, not with a big group like this, but it's tough. For me, that's where the social battery thing like really starts to run out. Like I need to be on energy drinks to make that happen. Like work, for example, sometimes I have very social days at work. And I'm just like, oh, can I just have like an hour to myself? Pretty sure Ethan will be talking to AI all day long. I wish I was talking to AI all. I do sometimes message AI about my cat, and it's, you know what? It gives me validation that my cat loves me, which I think is just, I like to read that. So that's my extent of talking to the AI. It's actually hilarious. So my cat will be like lying down on me on my blankets or whatever, and then I'll ask it like assess the situation. That's how much I talk to AI. Everything else is like, I don't know. I try to not to. What are you talking about? AI is cats. That is the real model. It has always been. It's like that meme. Wait, AI's always been cats? It always has been. And with a trigger to the back of the head. No, I'm pretty sure one of my cats is a drone. The internet has always been cats. Good luck, Rubber Duck. Hey, good luck, Rubber Duck. Welcome to the stream. The whole thing is run by cats, invented by cats. Yeah, cats are great. Okay, everyone. I have to go. It was a really fun night. I'm glad that you guys stuck around and hung out and talked with me for like the last 20 minutes or so. I always love doing that, just taking a break from the game and hanging out with everyone. So yeah, I don't really, not really so much of a political. You know, this is a place for people to come and to not have to see World War III trending. You know what I mean? So, while I appreciate how passionate some people are about politics and all that stuff, I would much rather have this be a place where we can all unwind from the real world and talk about the politics of Ani and why duplicates get themselves stuck all the time. Like, they should have policies for that at Clay to make it so that they don't get friggin' stuck. But yeah, she's so dumb she needs her software update. See you, Vitalik. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. And Jay, you mean like the bird subreddit? You know what's a really funny subreddit is TV Too High. Go to TV Too High and search by top all time, and let me know what you think. Stringer says, I fully expect you to watch you streaming while the room shakes from a little explosion or something. Our own little heaven of Ani away from World War III. Yeah, no, you know what? Sorry, I hit the mic. Apologize. Life is stressful enough as it is, and the last thing that people need, I think, after a day of hard work or school or whatever, is to be thinking about World War III while they're on an Ani stream, of all things. So, you know, we'll try to not to talk about that stuff here. I don't moderate people. I haven't had to moderate people yet, but let's please not get onto that. Take it easy. See you, Uther. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you always being here, Uther. Means a lot to me, as well as everyone else. Let me just go down the list because I have to go. Got to get ready for bed so I can go to work tomorrow. But so William, thank you so much for coming by. Jay, thank you again for being here. Appreciate it. Uther, again, thank you. Stringer, Vitali, Alex. Good luck, Rubber Duck. Awesome name. Hope to see you around. Yeah, everyone go check out Stringer208 doing a Factorio playthrough as well. Kevin, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Melanie, Alex, just going down the list here. So I might, if I miss you or if I get you twice, let me know in the chat if you want your own shout out. Anani, thank you so much for being here as well. Nice to see you, Anani. Look, it's me. Thank you so much for coming by. Look, it's me. Let's see who else. Foamy. Thank you so much, Foamy, for coming by. Also, thank yous to Sean for being here earlier. Sean, Night Puppy, Chewy. Chewy was here earlier as well. Let's see, Gargali, that guy. Thank you, that guy, for the 4-month Prime sub. Thank you so much, that guy, for your support, for supporting the stream. Thank you so much for keeping the lights on. Appreciate that very, very much. I think Pelani that I already mentioned. Thank you so much, Pelani, for coming by. Dark Frost. Yes, Dark Frost. Thank you so much, Dark Frost, for coming by tonight as well. Let's see. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. I'm just scrolling through the chat here. Just wanted to give a shout out to all of you guys for coming by and for hanging out. Tim and Wacko. That's right. I knew Wacko. I mentioned school just a minute ago, and I was saying about Wacko. Thank you so much, Wacko and Tim, for coming by as well. And Nemesis. That's as far as I can go back. So Nemesis. So I hope I didn't miss anyone at the beginning. If I did, I apologize. But I'm going to just check on my phone. I don't think... Dwayne. That's right. Dwayne was the other one I was thinking of. I knew there was someone else here that I was missing. So it was Dwayne. And Jay I got. Okay, cool. So I think I got everyone. If I missed you, then I am sorry. Just give me a tag in the chat if you would want to shout out at the end. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Atro, thank you so much for coming by. I'm just ending the stream. So, like half the time you say 208 when it's oh my God, do I really? Oh, no way. Did I? It's totally something I would do. So I believe you. I can't. I'm sorry, Stringer. But yeah, I check out Stringer 207. I do realize now I would say 208. I'm just so bad at reading. William says good night to all. It's okay. It's afternoon here. Hopefully have a good rest of your day, William. And again, appreciate you for stopping by, as always. Good night, Kevin. Kevin's like, yeah, I've been here long enough that I know that. All right. Good night, everyone. I'll see you Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, for Community Asteroid Night. Thanks for hanging out with me after the stream. That was a lot of fun. 789, he is protecting you from the other accusations. Oh boy. All right. See you, everyone.